rocking out this morning on this fantastic, funny, funky Friday. We got the one and only. We got Dia Reese.
What it do? What it does?
Man.
A lovely day.
Man, how Miss Jackie doing, man? She doing all right?
She's doing fine, man.
Okay,
she said, tell Kmac and Pam that
had a
she
good
had one of the most unbelievable times of her life.
Awesome. We had a good time.
85 years, hey, that's pretty good.
That's
That
strong,
you give her a
man.
She
moment.
told you once, now it's going to be twice. Don't let her tell you 3 times about telling her age.
Oh, that's right, my bad. I tell it because I'm happy about it. That's why, yeah.
She said, but I don't feel 85. I said, go ahead, mama.
Well, the way I look at it, you keep saying that because as long as you in front of me, that means I know where I'm going.
That's exactly right.
That's
exactly
called good genes.
But no, she had a great time, man. She said, well, when's Kmac mom coming? I said, and Pam. I said, well, when Kmac's mom is in town, and
that's right.
And Pam,
you gotta give my mama out the creek.
we gotta give her out the creek. She got too much going on over there, mama. All those businesses she got over there.
The creek coming too. They all coming.
They be all lined up in the studio.
Yeah. That was good, man. I had a good time yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
I always, take a point of pride and privilege of being able to listen to, because of where we from in the Deep South.
Talk to
right.
her.
A person that's you got to remember, a person that's 85 years old, right? Think about what they went through 65 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah, they didn't see a whole lot.
65 years ago, the image of what they could be or what could be, right, was just that, an image, right? It's just a thought, right? And then understanding that thought now is come true, is come to fruition, and and seeing what the possibilities really can be, right? I take pride in being able to watch them enjoy that moment and being able to see that.
I mean,
that's awesome.
That's very well said.
Yeah.
The thing is, and you so spot on, because what I was thinking about, even when she was talking, I was really thinking what's going on in the country today. Like it's some people trying to reverse some things, because one of the questions that she was prepared to answer, and everybody in the company said we wish she had more time. I had asked about how people trying to eradicate African American history out of history book, and she had a thesis on that she wanted to talk to. So maybe, but when you think about that now and kind of juxtapose that with what you just said, in terms of stuff that 65 years ago or whatever, man, it just makes you think about what's going on. Yeah. So
and then even as a lifelong educator, listening to what she started to get into. About now going back as a substitute and other things, and then you could tell the passion about how many teachers are leaving the schools.
Yeah, she's
like I just had a conversation last night with somebody who said, their daughter went to college, wanted to be a teacher, and they were like, you really,
right, they don't want to do it now, right?
But then, finished school, finished college, then moved down here to be a teacher, and had to quit teaching because they really could not support their family. Right.
That's right.
It just didn't make economical sense.
Right.
Went back to school. Now they're doing something else. They're making 5 times more than they were making before. But with that being said, though, one of the main reasons they said they were leaving wasn't the pay.
It was the people.
It was the people. It was the kids. It was the parents. And it was the behavior of the kids.
That's right.
In the school. So that, just listening to that kind of wisdom, just saying, and it's not about, because it's easy to be a prisoner of the moment. We joke about this all the time on the show, right? But having that opportunity to speak to someone that's actually seen this process all the way through and say one of the things that's different is being male figures in the household, male figure, two-parent households, et cetera, those type of things, and how that manifests itself and shows up in schools and behavior and other places. It was just good to hear that. It was good to see that.
Yeah.
A lot of people just should hear more about that, which is why you really need to be careful when you start talking about, we don't need to worry about what happened 300 years ago. We don't need to worry about what happened 80 years ago, 90 years ago. No, you should.
Absolutely.
You should, because you can learn a lot from that. And you can glean a lot from that.
I agree.
Yeah, and you can see, the smile, how the pride in her face and her voice as she was talking. But now, like you said, looking back, can't imagine the things that she's seen and gone through. But now she's seeing her son.
Yeah.
She's here on his show and all the great things and amazing things that you do past this. But she's also here to experience a baby shower for her another great grandchild.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Reese, all these things that her family and watching
That's a good point.
and thinking that many years
And
later.
we put it in contest like
God
that.
Has done,
That's
and
exactly right.
so you can see that and hear that in her voice.
Yeah,
so we got to get her back on we didn't give her enough time.
She's probably watching. She's probably watching right now, because now she to figure out how to hit go to a cell phone and hit.
They got it.
And now she got it. So.
Oh Lord, we got to get you back, Maurice, for another segment.
So I was glad. I just wanted to make sure that
Thank you, man.
I highlighted that because whenever we get an opportunity, and I say that because I want people to really think about that for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to be learned and gleaned. When someone says, "I'm 83, I'm 84," don't just look at it as they're an 80-year-old person.
Right.
Look at them as a wealth of knowledge and experience, and that they lived experience.
Right.
Not something you hear about. Lived experience.
That's a good point.
And two people come to mind, and you know what? We're gonna get that back on together. Maybe again. It's two people that's been in the studio that when they walk in and walk out, we just.
Oh, I already know who you're gonna talk about.
Howard Lee is one of them.
Yes.
Senator Lee and Dr. Dudley Flood. Those two guys.
Yeah.
I mean, serious. And they 80, and I think Howard Lee will be 90 next year.
Oh wow.
So and Dr. Floyd is in the 80s. The knowledge that those guys have and what they drop on us when they come in here, man, is just we just hear with our mouth open. We and are those guys.
So always nice.
Yeah.
Just like we did yesterday, you guys should do the same whenever you get an opportunity. Even if you run into somebody that's retired and you're back volunteering, sit down, talk to them. You never know. You may learn something that could change your whole outlook on what you do every day.
Very good. Very good.